All right, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Everyday Upland. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I appreciate it. Please continue to take in my content. Please continue to hit that like button. Please continue to share my videos so more people can come on in and be a part of the community. I'm hoping to create a large enough community that eventually we can do some great things in this game, start a node, do some different things. I want to thank you guys for subscribing. I really appreciate it. My subscriber has grown a lot recently. Um, I'm putting out content very often. Not all of them is A plus quality or A plus content, but I try my best to find as much information as I possibly can. And yeah, and here's my number one supporter, Plan for Life. How's it going, bro? Before I get into any topics, this is a good one. As you see, Upland for Life, I'm here. I don't think you recognize, but I'm in Bell Harbor. So my structure just finished here in Bell Harbor. I don't know how to do this on the computer. If somebody out there, if Upland for Life, if you know, or anybody else knows, please put it in the comment how I can move this thing around. The only thing I'm able to do is press the control button to do this, but that's it. I want to be able to go level with the property, the structure, so I can see it better. But for now, this is what it looks like. So this is finished. I have transferred some of my UPIX to another structure that I'm building, but I may have to take some of that away. Reason being, it seems as if this is not a part of something I was going to talk about, but it just popped up on the screen as I signed into the game. Um, Upland will be working on um, we'll be working on a Spark exchange where they're going to be giving out up to 5 million UPIX for people who have unstaked Spark to help with ornaments. Right. And you know what? I would love to right click the mouse, but my problem is I have an Apple, so I don't even know how to do that on the Apple because it's this one, right? So I don't know how to like right click on this. This is my first Mac, so I'm not really sure how it works. I'm getting used to it. Yes, the Spark Exchange thing. But let's start from up here. You said hello. I started building by you and saw that you got your building. Yes, thank you, man. Thank you. All right, so here we go. Yeah, so yeah, the Spark Exchange. So it seems that it makes sense, and Upland should have a team or somebody who can do this because um this we need those ornaments. I did talk about it on my last episode about what happened to ornaments. I don't see or hear anything about it, but it's like Upland is watching my show, right? They got to be watching Everyday Upland because sometimes I throw a question out there, and like the next day that question is answered. So yes, Upland is going to be doing the Spark Exchange, giving away up to 5 million UPIX. I've already registered, so make sure you guys all register for this. And it's on Wednesday between 8 and 9 a.m. Make sure you have, I don't know, point one, or as I would say minimum point one, because that's what you need as a minimum to stake on any structure anyways. So make sure you have point one available so you can be a part of this Spark exchange that Upland is setting up. Right, so let's move on a little bit more. Okay, and another thing Upland has done, there was some issue. I did see this on Reddit where someone was making transaction with their USD account and it didn't go through, and it took the money, but the transaction didn't complete. That's what they said. I don't know. But Upland has fixed that, and they're now investigating all the people who had that issue where the transaction for your USD went through, but you weren't able to either mint or collect whatever property it was that you were exchanging for the USD. All right. So, all right, let's get on to something I just read maybe about 20 minutes ago. I was just searching around on Twitter to see if there's anything that have happened between yesterday and today, and I stumbled on this article. Let me find it. I will put it in the chat. Give me a sec. I don't know if you want to check it out, Upland for Life, but so VentureBeat did an article about Upland and talking, and it's all based, I think it's all stemming from this announcement of international city. So they gave a quick rundown on how Upland works, what it's all about, what types of NFTs are being used in this game, um, and the fact that they have a huge following. They stated in the article there's big growth happening right now in Upland. It's grown tremendously over the last 3 years, and it's one of those metaverse games to look out for. So VentureBeat has the article. It's in the chat if you guys want to go and check it out. You guys already know the stuff that they talk about in the game, anyways. But it's good to see that a news platform like VentureBeat has now brought Upland out more into the forefront and talking about it. And I hope a lot of people read it. I hope that can encourage people to take a chance and join Upland and get familiarized. And hopefully, they never mentioned this in the article, but go on YouTube, find myself or any other YouTuber who talks about Upland, and hopefully they can gain as much info and knowledge about the game before they start so they can take full advantage of FSA properties. So all in all, that's good for the game. The game is now a little bit more talked about. It's being brought out to the forefront, like I said just a second ago. So that's good for us who are stakeholders in the game. We all have money into the game. We all own NFTs that are part of the game, and this is good for us that companies like VentureBeat is talking about Upland, and yeah, it's all good for our portfolio. So you know what? I know I've gone through it. Upland kind of gets you a little frustrated at times, but they're slow. They're making their steps, and things are happening. You just have to be patient. I gotta practice patience more with the game and not get so frustrated at times, which I do. It doesn't take me much sometimes to get frustrated, but that's how it goes. Let me pop this up on the screen so you guys can see it. It's in the chat, so anytime you guys want, you can go check it out. And so, yeah, to continue on the article, it's really the article and Vegas that was released. So my guy, one of another great supporter of this channel, Wolf Warner, I had put the question out there that saying I wasn't sure how much of Vegas was minted, and he came back and told me 55% of Vegas right now is minted, because on my last episode I went on upxland.me to get an idea to see how much of Vegas was minted between Friday and I think it was yesterday I did it. So on Sunday, late night Sunday, and there was probably about 8,000 plus properties still available. And that's when he left the comment saying 55% of the game of Vegas has been minted out. So that brings me to Upland's announcement of Rio de Janeiro being the next city to be released. When is it going to be released? Is it going to be a month and a half from now, like it took them to do Vegas? 2 months, because they may want to wait until more properties are minted out. And that's another thing I want to talk about as well, too. What do you guys think, my audience think Upland should do? Please leave it in the comments. If you're watching me live, put it in the chat right now. Do you think Upland should wait until one city is minted out before they open another city? Will that incentivize players to mint out cities faster so we can move on to another one? Or the current pace that we're going at is good for the game, and it's something we should continue? I have like a mixed thing about that. I do think they should wait, but at the same time, I think the pace that we're going at right now in the game is a good pace. Reason why I say that is for new players. You always want to introduce new players to Upland. It's good for the game. It's good for us, the stakeholders in the game. So, not having cities fully minted out is not as bad as it sounds, because in case new players come into the game and they want to know where to start, they may see one of my videos or another YouTuber who talks about Upland, and in that video, that YouTuber may suggest that Detroit is a great place to start because FSAs are really cheap, and the person like, well, what is FSA? And then look into it a little bit deeper and realize, okay, this is where I can start. This is how I can get a few properties and build up my portfolio, starting off with FSAs, doing a few flips, getting a full better understanding of the game of how Upland works. So it's a mixed bag where you really want Upland to have all the cities or all the properties in a city minted out before they move on to another one, because maybe you think, which it has kind of slowed the game down, but I believe the reason why the game had slowed down for the time it did is, one, there wasn't many new players coming in, right? Like, I'm finding a few players here and there who are trying to sell their account. I don't know about that. I just look at it as, oh, let me get some of your block explorers, let me get some of your ornaments and stuff like that. That's how I look at it. A lot of them are trying to get rid of a lot of the stuff they have. And some of these people, like one guy I saw recently had over 2,000 properties. And I'm just like, dude, no one's really gonna buy all 2,000 from you. You might as well sell them off piece by piece. You got to put them under mint if you want to get out the game so quickly. So I'm encountering those type of people, but also I do check how often are yeah, I try to check more often to see how many new additional UPX holders, because that's how it's measured on the blockchain, to see who, if there's new players joining the game. And yesterday I checked, it was an additional almost 1,500 on new players into the game. So we need to get, I would say, if we can get each month about 5,000 to 7,000 new players in the game, right? That would be great for the economy. That would be great for all the cities that are unminted, that are not fully minted. LA, Las Vegas, and I think Detroit aren't fully minted. But that will help those players to get a better understanding of the game and get in on the game and want to play that game. Because once you see that, hey, I can buy this, and you're just accumulating properties, and then you figure out about your yield and you start accumulating properties to get better yield, and so on and so forth. It's great when you have that many new players into the game. It's good for us who are stakeholders in the game. We'll see the value of our properties increase over time, and it's good, for example, someone like myself and all the other YouTubers will be able to put out even more content to help these people be better and to help them grow their portfolio in the game. So, all in all, like I said, it's a mixed bag with when it comes to, should Upland slow down on the release of this of Rio de Janeiro. I don't know exactly. My hope, to be 100% honest with you guys, my hope is for Upland to wait at least another month and a half. Okay. Oh no, I gotta switch this around. Give me a sec there. Okay. Yeah. For Upland to wait another month and a half, because reason why I think they should wait another month and a half just to give Vegas a little bit more of a chance, as well as somebody like myself, and I'm sure other people would like to generate some more income for maybe when Rio de Janeiro release, if I want to go there and buy properties there. I'm not really sure. Brazil's not really a place necessarily that I thought of for at any point to own or buy any properties, but I still would go just to see what it's all about, see what the properties look like. That's going to be a lot of research because Brazil is quite large, and I don't know the exact size of Rio. I don't know how many properties are there. I don't know much about the culture. I don't know much, or I don't know anything about Brazil. So we're gonna need the time to really get a better understanding of what Brazil is all about, so we all can take part in whatever Upland chooses to do in this city release. So yeah, yeah. So that's it. But yeah. So like I said, VentureBeat is talking about Upland. Upland is really growing. International city is another thing to bring more. So outside of the United States, Brazil is the number one international um uh players that are in the game, right? I've seen Upland promote Upland Brazil, like there's a certain, I guess, YouTuber that talks about Upland and probably has a big following. I haven't really checked that part out, but I see them put in his video on their channel, which kind of helps them. I think they're releasing them at a moderate rate. You're ready for the new release? How is that? How are you ready for the new release? Like, it hasn't even dropped yet, but you're ready. That's great. But how are you ready? That means you didn't really go hard on Vegas. I'm not necessarily ready, but I'm almost there. I could have up. I would like if Upland wait another month or two, or no, not two, a month and a half. I think that's the most I can deal with. Is another month and a half, so I can generate some upics. Sales for me aren't the greatest. I don't put a lot of my properties up for sale. One, and two, I don't make a lot of sales from the ones that I do. I guess it's not enough for me to be able to really generate upics as quickly as I can, because one, like I've said it previously, I've only been in the game maybe 6, 7 months now. Okay, you got enough for a collection. Okay. Downtown East and Sunrise. Okay, yeah, well, you know what, to be honest, I was gonna try and go back to Las Vegas and probably pick up one or two of these properties before the collections release. I feel like there is still a lot of opportunities there. It's very hard to miss on the collections in Vegas because Vegas is not really large, so you can almost pick almost any neighborhood and have an equal opportunity of it being a collection. But I know one street that I feel it within my heart will be a collection of Charleston. I bought 3 properties on there. I bought 2 on the secondary market, and I was able to mint. I'm glad I was able to mint them and trade it for one in Sunrise. Oh, see, that's good, man. That's awesome. You're able to make some trades already. And that's the thing, like now is the best time to do the trades because nobody knows what's going to be a collection. So if someone offers you something and you don't have that, it's I'll give it a shot and see. But that's good, man. That's awesome that you're able to make a few trades and stuff. Now I can see why you're ready. This game is for you, bro. You're doing well. You're making trades. You're making sales. You're making a lot of moves in the game, and that's awesome because at the end of the day, that's the whole point of the game. Unlike me, I'm just buying and holding right now. That's how I've invested for the last, I don't even know, quite a few years. So something I continue to do is buy and hold, and then when the game gets even bigger, which it will, that's when I'll slowly start selling off one and two of the properties and recover my money that I put into the game. But for now, I'm just going to buy and hold. I may flip a few here and there. Um, in Vegas for sure, if Charleston is a collection, it's gonna be on the market. I'm gonna be selling that. Unless it's like some ultra rare or something really stupid, then I may consider keeping it. Just like I got Conduit in Queens, and I think that was a rare. And I had three of them, and I haven't sold. I was considering to sell them at the time, but I chose not to. So we'll see what happens with Charleston in Vegas. Let me go check out Vegas. Let's see what's happening in Vegas. Let me see what the floor is. All the big dogs are still there. Look at that. There's a ton of them in Vegas. So Vegas will be minted out quite soon. So I only have 4 properties left. All right, let's see what the floor is right now. 785 USD. 9,000 UPIX. Yeah, but these are just tiny properties. Yeah. And look what they're charging for 24 UP2s, like almost 10,000 UPIX. Guys, I'm telling you, you guys gotta, if just as in general, like what I'm noticing is that the smaller upics are the floor so far in the game. Like it's good to buy these properties that are above 40 UP2s and more because that's when you'll be able to make a little bit of money. Like right now, someone's selling in USD a 63 upex property for 1051, which is a good buy because of the size, because the next one up from it is 10,545, and that's only 12 UP2s. So you must consider that whenever you're purchasing properties, and don't just buy necessarily because it's the floor. Because some of the times, if you really look at it, you may not be able to sell some of these smaller properties as fast as the ones that are a little bit larger that could probably fit a ranch or one of those bigger townhouses or an apartment building structure. So you have to consider that when you're buying because a lot like the prices right now I find in Vegas for what I'm seeing is quite high. Like imagine, except for the ones that are 40 UP2s, 875 is not so bad. This is even a better buy, right? Is even a better buy because you're only paying 15 cents more for 11 UP2s more, right? So that's something I look at whenever I'm making a purchase, and I think let me click on one of my properties here, and I think that's what I looked at. Yeah, see, that's what I looked at for East Charleston. I looked at good sizes. I wasn't going to try and buy anything tiny because I had a feeling those type of properties don't sell as fast, right? So this one here, 98. So that's not bad, right? That could probably fill the nice size property on the structure there. So yeah. Yeah, that is true. It doesn't mean it pays more per month. Yeah, that is right. But if you're looking to flip and you're able to get a bigger size UP2, sorry, you're able to mint a larger size UP2 for a small amount of UPIX, it's something you jump on right away because once once you go on the market and check out the price for that UP2, you'd be like, okay, automatically you've made money. I look around the neighborhood and see which ones are paying more per month. Yeah, that's true. But so I had the night that I had um I think it's Prospect King. He was telling me like Kansas City have some great, they're large size and they're have some great yields for what you're paying. And I've never even stepped foot. No, I shouldn't say that. I've never really looked at Kansas City. Okay. I've never really looked at it until it was suggested to me. And I looked at it and I said, okay, well, I already had the 60,000 monthly upex generated from my properties, so I wasn't going to jump and buy in Kansas right away. But if I had known that previously, I definitely would have jumped in Kansas and bought a few of those properties and probably would have spent a lot less UPIX and gotten the same results. But I'm still happy with all my purchases that I made in Queens. It's in a neighborhood that I strongly believe will do very well. That's why I accumulated even more properties. I didn't spend a lot in Vegas, as you can see. I only had like what, 4 properties. So I know Vegas is hot. When the collections come, we'll see what happens then. But for now, I'm just holding, generating my UPIX, and then moving forward. We'll see what happens when Brazil is about to drop. Let's see to see what the prices may be and all of that. So it's going to be interesting, all in all, with all the stuff that's happened Genesis week, and finally they're doing something about ornaments. They're going to be producing ornaments, and I'm excited about ornaments. Like, since we don't have much utility for our structures, well, let's get some ornament and decorate that bad boy, so that at least there's something else to look at other than just the structure on your property. You see the ornaments. And for the cars that are in Upland right now, I'm not sure how many have been picked up, but the cars are ready to drive around the city. So this is where the ornaments can come in, all the nodes, all the people are in neighborhoods, whether it's a node or not. You got your ornaments on top of your building. Everyone that's driving by your building in Upland, in one of these Upland vehicles. Oh, sorry guys, forgive me. Sorry. Will definitely see the ornaments, and I'm looking forward to it. Like, I'm looking forward to decorating my property, decorating my structure, adding plants, grass, all that stuff. I wouldn't do any of this stuff in real life, but in the metaverse, most definitely. So yeah. So just looking at. So, where would you suggest is the best place right now in Vegas, since you've been looking around, to get the best yield every day upland? Every day, upland for life, every day upland. My bad. Upland for life. Where do you see in Vegas that you can generate the most upix right now? Which neighborhood? Is it downtown east? Is it Paradise? Is it Sunrise? Let me go to Vegas. Oh, I'm in Vegas. So Sunrise. I think Sunrise is all minted out, or most of it's minted out. I and just for, oh, that's not available. Just for to understand, I don't count FSAs as a part of, or included in it being minted out, because majority of the players can't buy FSAs. You got to be a new player, so I don't count FSAs in my calculation of how many properties are minted out or not. Wonder why this is not in there. Right? So And you know what, too? And another reason why I never really spent a whole lot of money in Vegas is because Summerlin and Summerlin and Henderson was not a part of the release. And if you want to see some beautiful homes, Henderson. NFL players buy homes in Vegas, Henderson. Another retirement style, relaxation, enjoy the scenery. Summerlin and Summerlin South are regions in Nevada, since I can't call it Vegas or Vegas, that have some beautiful homes. If you're gonna live in Nevada, Henderson and Summerlin are the place to be. Those are the places that you have to, that all people want to live. Like there's this recreation Red Rock Canyon conservation area. That's a big part of Summerlin, and it's a big part of the neighborhood where the realtors who talk about the neighborhood always mention the Red Rock Canyon National Conservation Area as a place that a lot of people go for walks, and it's just a great environment, great community to live in. So yes, Upland still. This is why I don't really understand why Upland decided to go international when you have places in Nevada or Vegas that you could re-release once Vegas is minted out. And I think Henderson and Summerlin will go by like that. Because a lot of the guys who talk about Upland mentioned Summerlin, I think, more than they did Henderson, but they also mentioned Henderson. But everyone started off with Summerlin. So there's huge opportunity if they do decide to expand to these other areas where it will be able to be minted out quite fast. Let's see what they say here. Up for life. I look around in neighborhoods to see. Oh, downtown East and Sunrise and Valley. So okay, so those. All right. Let me see. Paradise. Oh man, this is bad. I'm tired. Okay, this is Paradise. Paradise. I know Paradise. There's still a lot of properties available to be minted. Yeah, see, here we go. What? Only half the school? The first I'm ever seeing this. Like this whole school is like 1 million. Yeah, so there's still a lot. 17. That's not bad for UP. For 36. Yeah, Vegas is not cheap, man. It's not cheap. Yeah, let me see. Let me check. Terminal. Sorry, I lost train of thought for a second there. Downtown. Downtown. Is downtown fully minted out? Most likely. Yeah. So I would have to try and make a few trades with downtown. Oh, this guy wants $325 for that. Okay, not bad. Yeah, so it looks like most of downtown is minted. So nothing here unless I want to buy on the secondary market. Which, if there's places to be mint, I rather just mint in those areas than actually buy off the secondary market. Okay, all right. Well, I know down here. Yeah, so there's still a lot. So yeah, Wolf Warner is probably right. 55% is still available to be minted. Um, these are nice. These little blocks here. Uh, some big money, man, for these properties. I know the yields are right, but damn. Look at the price on that one. Okay, let's see here. Okay, there's still a lot to be minted, so we're not going to be running out of any. What's the address on this one? And where was this? Where did you buy this? Oh, it's in Vegas. 700K you paid for it, and you're selling it for 500 USD. Let me see. Let me see. What's the address? Let's see. You got the address for me yet? So I can check it out. Let me know when you got the address. All right, let's see. I didn't see the address. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. All right. So this is in Vegas, right? Let me go to Vegas. So that's 232 and 8th Street. It's not my someone else. Oh, okay, okay. 232. Let me search that. 232. I see 28th Street. 8th Street. Oh, it's a school. Whew. Yeah, that's massive. Oh, I thought it was whole. Let's see who minted this one. So let me understand this. This person minted this property for 700,000 and now is selling it for 500 USD. Hmm. How much is this one here? Nine four four one. Okay. Hmm. How much is this one? This one's 800. I don't know this. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. Let me check the UP2s on this again. Yeah, this is massive. You know what? This is a perfect size to build like a manufacturing plant on. That is huge. I wonder if I can do Street View. I know Street View is hard with properties this big, but let's see. No, two. Oh, no, not gonna work. Yeah, it would be nice. Let me see something here. So it could be over here, or it could be somewhere that way. Once I do the Google Maps, it's kind of hard to figure out where exactly you are. So, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, this is big. But I don't know yet. I don't know. I don't know. But it's a nice size and it's perfect. It's right in the center. Not really. More Winchester is the center of Vegas, but to have it in the downtown area to be able to build like a massive manufacturing in that area, oof, that would be very nice. But I can't afford that right now. I'd have to wait a couple months for my UPIX to get up to that point before anything can go down with that property. But all in all, that property looks nice. I wish I could see exactly what it looks like, but other than that, it doesn't look too bad. What time is it? But anyways, guys, I think that's it for me tonight. Um, Thank you both for staying and tuning in. Upland for Life, as always. Thank you for the support, man. You've always supported me from pretty much day one. I appreciate you taking your time out every night to come on in and take part and chat with me. You're always welcome here. And the other person, I don't know who you are, but thank you for watching. If you like the my content, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that like button so the algorithms can pick me up and send me out there to a whole lot more people. Anything that you want to ask me, anything I missed, put it down in the comments. And for everything else, that's it. You too, Upland for Life. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Good night.